Hi, Algebra 1. What we have here are 3 Desmos graphs. The links for these are all on Canvas, and we're going to talk through what each one of these can do for you. It's going to make your lives easier in a lot of ways. My recommendation would be to create an account in Desmos if you haven't already, and save these as we go through them to your account so that you can use them whenever you need. The first Desmos graph here is a dot plot. You'll see that in the title there. It does say dot plot with standard deviation. Standard deviation is right here. We'll talk about that later. But you'll see the dot plot is created here from this list of numbers. Now the name of this list is L for list. And if you needed to edit this list in any way, which you'll probably need to do, you can just go in and put your cursor in there. You could move back and forth as you need. And let's say I wanted to change my 10 here to 16. I could do that, and then now you see a new dot being created out there. So there's your dot plot. In the folder here called statistics, if you expand that folder, you'll see all of your statistics for this data. It's really helpful for you. You don't have to calculate it all by hand. It's going to give you the mean right here. So this is the mean of all of your data. This is the median, remember your middle number, your maximum, and your minimum. And then also, as you go down there, you would, I'm going to do it this way. If you open up your standard deviation, again, later we'll talk about standard deviation, but when you need it, it's right there, and that's that number that you'd need. You can add in numbers into your list whenever you might need, and you can change the numbers, but the important thing is that you keep the settings in here the same. If you start deleting things, you might have to go back and find it again and start a new graph if you get stuck. Your next graph here is a histogram. And in this one, we have that same list of data. Again, you can edit that list whenever you need. The name of the list is going to be L, and you'll see that appear here. That's important that that's the same. And then you'll see this number 5 on this one. So what this is saying is that the first letter is your data set name, so that's L, and then after the comma is the bin width, which in this case is 5. Bin width means really how wide are the bars on your histogram. So right now it's set to 5, so you see 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. That is something that we can change. Oh, it's going to reload here. There we go. So let's say I want that bin width to be 2. Okay? So now I see a completely different histogram. Now we have 0 to 2, which I have no data in, 2 to 4, which we have 2 pieces of data in, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, so on and so forth. So you can easily change what your histogram looks like using that bin width. The other ones, the bar heights, I would leave it as count. Bin alignment, you can change it to center, but it's a lot easier to read if you leave it at left. And then lastly, statistics, same thing. It's going to calculate that stuff for your data if you need it. Lastly, we have the box plot. And with this data, same thing, the same 13 numbers that we've entered before, that is completely editable. We're calling it L. Again, box plot L, those things have to match. The display properties on this one, I would leave the same. Offset 1, height 1, just leave those there so it doesn't get messed up. And then, oops, sorry, I'm reloading again. Your statistics folder on this one has a little bit more information because with a box plot, you need, remember, that 5-number summary. So we have our mean, which you don't really need to create a box plot, but a lot of times you need that for your data. Median, middle number, and then here's your first quartile, 4.5. And I know it's the first quartile because I have 1 here. And what this is saying is that it's the quartile of list L, the first quartile. Quartile of list L, third quartile. There's your third quartile. And then maximum and minimum. Remember, you needed those to create your box plot. All right, so again, those are the 3 different types of graphs that you'll need. The dot plot with standard deviation, so when you need that, you'll be able to find it there. Your histogram and your box plot. Again, create an account in Desmos, save these to your account, but if you need the links, they'll be in Canvas. But you can use this as your calculator for a lot of these statistics that you don't want to do by hand. All right, guys, enjoy using your graphs and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.